Hi, today we're going to look at what a logarithm is and how to rewrite from logarithmic form to exponential form. So before we look at logs, I want to look at inverses first. Now, if we go backwards a ways to remember what an inverse is, I want to take this problem and rewrite another form of it. So got to start off with saying f of x is the same as y. I want to switch x and y, and then I want to solve for y. And then we start with f of x, we end with f of x. And because this is a slightly different form from what we started with, we want to say that we're a little different. So we put that -1 up there just to say, hey, we're in the same family, but we're a little different. So that's finding an inverse. We have these inverse operations. You have add, we subtract. We have multiply, we divide. Okay, what happens when we have an exponent that's up top in the air? When we have a variable as an exponent up in the air? Well, let's go through the same process. Change that to y, switch, x equals 3y. But now, what's my inverse operation to bring that y down to solve for? I don't know how to get to it. That is where logs come in. A log is a sort of inverse operation. It's this computer program that takes care of our inverse operation of bringing this y down where we can deal with it. So in order to do that, we've got this formula over here of switching from log form to exponential form. So basically what we do, we're taking this base and we're bringing it over. We're going to make the log disappear, the base comes flying over, and this number y goes flying up in the air as the exponent. So here's a problem. All I want to do is rewrite in a way that it looks like an exponent. So let's push that 4 over, ditch the log, and we say 16 equals 4 to the second power. Okay, 4 squared is 16. That's it. Again, all we're doing is just rewriting the problem. Let's do the same with the 3. Let's push it over. We're left with 1 over 81 equals 3 to the -4 power. That might look a little weird, but remember, a negative exponent, this thing is a fraction. We want to take it, move it to the bottom, exponent turns positive, and then 3 to the 4th power is 81, which would be on the bottom, and they're both the same. Okay, good. So all we're doing is just rewriting right now. What about going from exponent to log? Well, we want to take this b and move it back down and then throw that log in there. So we want to get that x that's all alone, that's 64. We're going to say log 64, and we're going to take this 4 and we're going to kind of bump it under there as our base. And what happens to that exponent? It comes back down to the real world. That's it. We're going just from one form to the other. So again, let's take this 4. We're going to move it under, and we're going to say log base 4 of what number was by itself? 2 equals 1/2. And again, this is just going back and forth between exponential form and logarithmic forms and figuring out what is a logarithm.